Yo, welcome in, fellas. Now, I know everyone's come across this circumstance right here. You go to log in and play maybe some terror zones. You want a magic find, you want to get some more experience. But as you well know, not all terror zones are created equal. Some of them are absolute dog doo-doo, and some of them absolutely amazing. But for some reason, every time I log on, or you do, it ends up going like this. Come on, man. Why do I have this dog terror zone again? All right, seriously now, what the actual fuck? Lucky for you and I, there's actually a way to tell exactly what terror zone is coming up next, and even what terror zones in what order are tomorrow, the next day, and the next day. And even on top of that, it's different on single player and multiplayer, but you can actually get notified directly to your phone when one of those god tier terror zones pops up. Now, right up over here, you can see what looks like some kind of schedule. And yes, that's exactly what it is. This is the terror zone schedule. So you always know exactly what terror zone's coming next. And you can even look days into the future. Now, this is very important. Single player and multiplayer is going to be different. This one right here is for single player. That's primarily what I play. I know a lot of people don't play single player, but we got two different resources here, one for single player and one for online. They're a little bit different. They're not exactly equal, but right here at the link at the top of the description to the single player link, I don't know who made this stuff, but it's always dead nuts on. You can change the time zone right here depending on where you live. I see the drop zone didn't pop up, but trust me, when I click on that, it does indeed pop up. And as you scroll down here, we can go ahead and zoom in a little bit and make it bigger for you. Now I'm a little bit over it, no big deal, but you can see right here is the Moo Moo Farm. They're actually color coded over on the left here by best terror zone, best experience in the green, and best loot terror zone in kind of the orangey yellow. And I guess it's kind of an orange or peach or something for the best terror zones. Now we'll go ahead and zoom it back out real quick, and you can scroll down. You can see a red line right here. That's the exact time and day. The day is in red up here. And as it moves down, it moves through each terror zone. You see, I just missed a Chaos Sanctuary. Wah, wah. But now we got Dry Hill, Spider Cavern, and then we got the Worlds Don't Keep at 1 o'clock. Maybe I'll go ahead and play then. So now I wouldn't really structure your entire life around running these terror zones. But let's say you got an instance where, hey, I got to cut the grass, which takes like an hour. And, I want to play a little bit of Diablo 2 as well, which takes about an hour. And I have 2 hours. Well, if you see a terror zone coming up, maybe you're going to go ahead and cut the grass first and then play Diablo 2 later, or vice versa. Maybe little things like that. Don't go, call your daughter into school because you don't want to take her in because you got to run a terror zone type of situation. So here's the first resource. Go ahead and click this link, and you probably want to go ahead and bookmark this if you're a hardcore into playing a single player for Diablo 2 Resurrected. And let's jump to the multiplayer tool right here. Now, here's the next site. This is affiliated with D2 Rune Wizard. Now, I'm not affiliated with either one of the single player one or this particular one. They're just resources that I found on the internet and that I use myself. So right here, unfortunately, there isn't an exact list of days out. It's random for online, but this is actually a terror zone tracker. You see up in the corner here, there's actually a Diablo clone tracker too. And look, Asia's right here. So you could go ahead and switch over to the Asia server and go ahead and go get yourself an Annie if you wanted to. Actually, I'll just click over to the page real quick, and you can see right in here, D-clone tracker. You can go ahead and switch it ladder, non-ladder, hardcore, non-hardcore, whatever you want. And there's an explanation of what exactly that is as well. But we'll jump back over to what we're talking about in this particular video here, and that is the Terror Zone tracker. Now, right now online, ooh boy, Chaos Sanctuary. Now, that's absolutely amazing. Maybe if you want to go ahead and get online and farm the Chaos Sanctuary right now. On top of that, let's say you're incredibly hardcore and you wanted to actually get notifications. You can actually get notifications right to your phone. Ooh, look, there's the Chaos Sanctuary. Ooh, look, there's the Moo Moo Farm. Go ahead and click right here, pops up, and you follow the Discord channel for this particular tracker. Then you go ahead and check whatever terror zones you want to get notified for. Maybe we want Trav. We'll just block that, but I'm not going to check this stuff because I'm not logged in to have this tracker set up or whatever. But you check off whichever ones you want. Done, and you take care of that in that Discord. Unfortunately, there's only 4 minutes left. We're going to have another one ready to rock up after that. Down below it also, there are kind of a brief explanation of terror zones. It has down here a full list of how people rate each terror zone. Maybe that could help you decide which ones you actually want to run. Unfortunately, Cathedral and Catacombs is actually rated like down at 10 or something. That should be up at like number 2. because Andaro is actually glitched and drops all the rarest, craziest, unique items in the game super instantly, so that should be way higher. But anyways, that's all community voted on there. And as you scroll down a little bit further, they talk about the Sunder Charms. It's just a full explanation of the Terror Zone. And then it's got a full list of even the immunities that you find in each individual Terror Zone. So you can kind of go ahead and decide. They got their tier list over here, the super unique that's there. So a ton of information on the Terror Zone. And kind of obviously, most importantly, it tells you which Terror Zone is up, how much is left on it, and you can get those notifications. Link to both of these websites I brought up in this video in the description. Hopefully they help you out. If they did, hit the like button and subscribe up for future Diablo 2 Resurrected videos. Peace out, fellas, and keep slaying.